Cool.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Sam.
What's up, everybody? Here's the live stream. We've just started it. So I'm here joined by Jo Nostress and Bogie Nova. So we are going to have a really good time tonight. It seems like Jo Nostress is having a little bit of trouble with his camera, so let's just give him a little bit of
I
time.
got
Let's
it,
just give him a.
man.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So we're going to start off with a few questions, but right now I just want to know how are you guys doing in this situation, in this condition, in COVID-19 and all of that. So Joe, no stress. You can go first. Tell us how it's been and things like that.
Um, if I'm to be specific with me,
Yeah.
this whole pandemic has really been something a worthwhile moment for me. I
Yeah.
mean, I've discovered myself in a lot of ways, and I've done a lot of writings in my lyrics and everything. So basically, I'm okay. Unless otherwise.
Yeah. That's really good. So no stress. How has it been for you in this pandemic? I think we are having a few
Technical
difficulties here.
problems, right?
Yeah. No stress. Can you
Mm.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah. So how have you been
Got
during
you.
this pandemic?
So this pandemic, I would have to smile because I found myself finding myself here.
Yeah.
It took me a lot to just cope with the whole thing. It was
Yeah. Yeah.
at first it was filled up with all trauma from the turmoil everyone
Yeah.
was talking about. You see, it's that time whereby nobody knows what the future is holding. Nobody knew how we're gonna survive 2020. But then,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, I found myself knowing how to get on my knees. That is the time I got myself on my knees. I used to I back then I know we all do pray, right? But I never
Yeah.
used to take prayers into consideration. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. That is the time I got that into consideration. That's what's happening. That's what led me here. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. So actually, I can understand what you guys are talking about here, because I've also been experiencing these things, and uh, I've also discovered who I am, what my calling is, and such things. And also, sometimes you just need that time out to get closer to God and just take time out, you know. So
Mm,
Yeah.
again, I see that. Okay, cool.
mm.
So we are back again. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. We're
Does my
having
camera also go off and comes back?
no, it doesn't do that. So
Oh.
the thing is, how how are you guys like? We all know that you guys are upcoming artists, and you are looking to do something for the industry and for the youth. So how are you guys as upcoming artists doing so far?
Uh, you see, Joe No Stress and Bogie Nova. I think a
Yeah,
couple of viewers know who Jo Nostress and Bogie Nova is. I don't know about the rest, so, but
yeah,
me and Bogie Nova met in high school. That time it was at Oshigambo High School. It was
yeah, yeah,
young boys from the having those backgrounds whereby they know their roots, grow up in a
yeah,
village. We are all Kwanyama boys who just showed up in a high school whereby we have to find out what do we really do, which road do we follow. And
yeah,
that time I was forever in love with writing. I was
yeah. I see.
always a songwriter. I remember, yeah, I started in grade 6 back then, as far as I remember. But so me and my G Boginova met, and we were like, okay, you see, God always brings people with the same views, with the same point of view to life, right? So my G
Yeah,
Boginova was a fan of music. I don't know that
yeah,
much about what was his perspectives, but we ended up making songs together while we were in high school.
Yeah,
High school separated
definitely.
us when we went to different senior secondary schools, right? Yeah. And we ended up meeting back again in the game at tertiary education. And guess what? Here we are.
yeah. That's really good, bro.
Standing strong.
Yeah. Okay. So, what
Yeah, that's the thing.
Nova is an upcoming artist? How is the game? How have you been doing? And yeah,
As for me, to be honest, I love this thing. I love what I do.
yeah,
And not to say there are no problems in the game, not to say I don't experience any difficulties,
mhm,
but it's all art, man. It comes with passion and
yeah,
a lot of inspiration behind it. So, yeah, we're doing this. Uh, It's fun for
yeah.
me.
This is it.
Everything is fine. Oh,
Hmm. No
Yeah.
complaints.
So,
no,
yeah,
no
no
complaints.
complaints.
mm.
So,
Yeah, no
so,
complaints. No stress.
so you
No
guys,
stress, no complaints.
I'm gonna say this
Hey.
again. You guys are upcoming artists, and we know that you are kind of new in the game, but you've been doing this for maybe a little bit of time. So, who
Hmm.
really is a dream feature for you? Who are you really looking to maybe work on a song with?
Um, I think these people all know about DA since I'm into the gospel, right? Back then I used
Yeah,
to
yeah,
feed. I used to think I'm feeding the Kasi with the. I used to call it love, spreading love all about. Then I found out that the only way I can spread this love, is only through the gospel. Bring the people
yeah,
together and talk about the light. This is a lamp, right? It's not working, but it's
yeah,
an illustration of what light is. It's a source of light. So I'm looking forward to work with uh the big guys, the legends, legendary gospel musicians like DA, Dina,
yeah, yeah.
uh, Franklin.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Maybe
who can I
you
talk
would also
about?
maybe work with Lady May. I heard she
Yeah,
joined gospel.
Yeah, they'll definitely work out together.
Namibian Gospel United.
Yeah,
Namibian Gospel
Mm.
United, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. I
Yeah.
Mm.
like I like that group.
So yeah, people like that. But definitely, we are gonna surprise you guys. If I don't say I am gonna surprise you guys with something big that is coming. But I'm not promising anything because the future is in God's hands. Nobody knows. We
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
Yeah,
follow the
yeah.
lead. Yeah, that's
yeah.
the thing.
Definitely.
So yeah. Mm.
So Nova, the
Yo.
the question, the question for you again is, who would you
Uh-huh.
who would you consider as your dream future?
Um, that's a really nice question.
Yeah,
And well, as for me, for a person who studied the game like me,
yeah,
for a person who listens to a lot of sounds and to a lot of people, I'm basically inspired by a lot of artists from different genres and different countries and all that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna basically tell you my dream future here in Namibia,
Mm-hmm.
Africa at large, and the world at large. Um, Here I would say it's legendary Gazlam. I mean, he's
Yeah,
the goat of all times, and everyone wants to work with him. So definitely, I will be really humbled to work with him.
yeah,
And
he is really
across like Namibian borders, like Africa as the motherland and all that. I think I would work off better with Casper. I mean, I reflect
mm,
myself with him a lot. I think we have a lot in common. We are both writers. We both express ourselves emotionally. We both try different sounds. Kwaito, I'm a piano. Although I don't do I'm a piano
yes.
really, but I think we would link out together very well.
Yeah,
And
it's
the world at large, I would want to work with J. Cole, man. I mean, he's my top dog. He's my everything. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's
I
really
got
cool.
you.
It's really
Mm,
good to have goals in life, so that every time that you are working on
yeah.
something, you actually know
Yeah.
what you want in life.
Mm,
Because to be
yeah.
honest, I think maybe this time last year I really didn't have any goals, and that would affect you tremendously, and your whole career would like be just up and down here and there. You won't have that
Mm,
Mm,
consistency. So I think it's really good that you guys have some goals and you have some people that you look up to. So that's actually cool.
yeah, cool.
Okay, cool. So maybe now I know that you guys obviously you guys kind of like hip hop and you sometimes mix in some genres, but so what do you
mm,
guys what are your views on hip hop, like just hip hop itself specifically?
Um, if I can talk about hip hop as a genre, to me, I feel like hip hop is the rules to the poetry, because
Yeah,
singing is just poetry.
yeah,
My G Bogie Nova can tell you more about poetry, because we are all
yeah,
poets
man.
ourselves. As a singer, you are a poet, but my G Bogie is more focused on getting that on the table, so that people know what is the true definition of poetry. Is
yeah,
is going to
Mm,
try his
mm,
best to use different sounds, as you know him. But back to me,
mm, mm,
hip hop
mm,
hip hop is the way how I can express myself through any music, any song. I can try different genres, but I always found myself rapping. I've tried
yeah.
singing
That's
love
actually
songs, and back then you see you be maybe singing. You never know, maybe for the
yeah,
love of your life or just anything soft. But when I come back to that same lyrics, those same lines, I'm going to find myself rapping again. It happened back then. So
mm,
yeah, I
mm.
respect hip hop when it comes to my the center of my genre. I can try different things, but I will still find myself rapping on them. So yeah,
yeah.
hip
It's
hop is
actually
quite
cool.
cool a genre for me.
So Noah, what are your thoughts? What are your views?
Um, well, as for me, hip hop is home. Hip hop is everything, man. This
Yeah,
is this is where we started. This is the genre that got us in love with this music thing.
yeah,
Mm,
And I quite have a lot of views on hip hop at large, but I'll try to cut it down into what I think hip hop is right now.
yeah,
I feel like it all start hip hop itself is, I mean, people started taking it serious since it has become a form of communication. Like people express themselves through writing, through beats and poetry and all that.
yeah,
But if
mm,
you are to take a closer look today, it has there is a branch of hip hop that deals with nothing of that nature where it started from. It's
yes,
I personally call it noise. You probably
yes.
call it trap or something. I call it noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think as a hip hop artist, as a rapper, I'm here to keep it real. I'm here to take it back to the roots and fulfill whatever my destiny was made
Yes, yeah.
to, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel my brother touch a big point there. There is what he calls noise,
Mm,
and I call it
mm,
secular. Yeah,
mm,
yeah. I mean, Mr. Sam calls it secular, and I call it worldly music.
mm,
In
mm, mm,
every type of genre, I know there's
Yeah.
always in everything in life. There's always bad and good. Yeah. So you are there, like you are on the steering wheel to choose which road to take. Is it the bad way or the right way? And as we musicians, we find ourselves battling that decision whether to go the right
mm,
way or the wrong way. So when it comes to
mm,
hip
mm,
hop, there is no limits. I found that when I became a vessel, when I started knowing more about the word of God, I used to question myself, like, no, I think this is evil, man. This thing is not spirit filled. What is it? I cannot do this. Maybe people are going to think
mm,
I'm maybe obsessed with the worldly things, but then I found myself asking a question that says, if I
Mm,
do not use hip hop to spread the word, who is going to listen to me? Because there is no one perfect on this earth. That's what we have to understand. So every I appreciate every rapper out there, every musician out there that is trying to keep it real, trying to do it the way they feel, and try to by their own means to reflect it to the creator who gave them the gift.
yes.
So yeah, it's a big
gift
shout out to
and the
the
Yeah.
rappers
opportunity.
out there. Cool, cool,
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
so moving on, we know that I don't know where Joe No Stress went again, but we know that No Stress just released an EP which is called Disciplined Life, and
Best,
both of
best,
you,
best, best.
both of you
Mm.
have a song on there called Self Discipline, right? Uh, I
Mm,
I play
Mm.
that song almost every day. Not every day. Let me not get your hopes up, but almost every day.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so how did you guys really come up with this song? Who came up with the idea, and how did you guys work this thing out of collaboration?
Uh, talking about Discipline Live, the EP. As you can see, it's written on the back of my jacket there. Discipline
Yeah,
Live, the EP. Um, if I would uh, put it in small words, I would say it's finding yourself. It's a matter of finding yourself. Because everyone out there wants to live a disciplined life. I myself, I want to live a disciplined life, and
yeah,
and if there's somebody there who doesn't want to live a disciplined life, to work on their selves, I know you're not going to definitely be perfect, but you're going to find yourself looking back at the past and thinking yourself that, yo, was that really I? Did I do that? And that's how I got myself having the big number, the number 7, which is self-discipline, and the new sounds that my brother Bogie Nova is talking about are there. We tried making it as real as possible, not too much spiritual, not too much noiseful. And let me just say, what inspired me on this is a really big story that I cannot lay around here. But
mm,
Mr. Elu, a principal to Gabriel Poppy High School, is the one who inspired the track titled Self Discipline. He said it in one of his I was touched in one of his speeches in
yeah,
back then in high school. Yeah, he spoke about him being in that school for 20 years. He was actually celebrating with us the grade 12 of that time. Was celebrating with us his 20 years anniversary in GT as a teacher. And one of the guys named Prince, one of the motivational speakers, asked him, "So, Mr. Elo, how did you make it? How did you make it? I feel like it's a tough battle to come at that point
yeah,
whereby you are let me not say you're let me say you find yourself being the goat in the talking about the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
So he said
mm, mm, mm,
it was self-discipline. He made it
yeah,
short as possible.
mm.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I meditated on those words, and I ended up coming up with this. Not
yeah.
forgetting the
So
not
that's actually
forgetting the
cool.
title of the album. That's it. That's it.
That's actually cool. So Nova, how did you find it collaborating again once again with No Stress? Because we know you've done, I think, 3 or 2 songs in the past together. So how was this one?
Mm, mm, mm. Actually, to be honest, this song was a great miracle.
Yeah,
Cause then, when my nigga No Stress sent me the concept, he just said, "I want you to lay a 16 bar verse on the concept of self discipline." I'm like, there
Mm,
was no beat, there was no everything. He just said, write the verse.
yeah,
Actually, I was
mm,
half of me was doubting if this was really gonna happen, and then
yeah,
a spirit in me just told me that I should write this verse. And then I took my pen, wrote, and then I sent it to him. And by surprise, he liked the verse, and yeah, that's how my verse came about. And then in
mm,
studio again, it was difficult for me because this song, if you're an over listener, you would know that this song is out of like I went out of my my
diverted.
all the ways. I
yeah.
diverted,
Yeah.
and because if you listen to the
Yeah.
beat
No.
closely, it kind of has that the reggaeton. It kind of it was really difficult for me
Mm.
to. But we are grateful that at the end of the day, it was a beautiful sound, and I mean I sound matured on that track.
Indeed.
To be honest,
Indeed.
I mean I, I'm grateful for this collaboration.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's actually
Yes.
cool that you guys made that song together, cause and we'll be definitely
mm,
expecting from you guys and maybe more collaborations. Maybe you can even
mm,
have
mm.
something like an album or an EP together. I'm just suggesting.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
Thank you
future,
for the idea,
definitely.
Mr. Sim. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what
mm.
can the fans actually expect from you guys in 2021? Like, do you guys have anything planned for the future, or are you just going to live for a bit, or what do you guys really plan on doing?
Mm. Oh, talking about a feature on Friday features. There is some
Yeah.
we got something. I cannot call it small because I don't like being too negative. At the same time, I don't want to be too proud. It's not
Yeah,
good. It ends up somewhere bad also. But we are cooking something big undercover. We are working on many things that I'm not gonna mention here, but mention a few. We're working on a small track that's coming soon. We're going to share it about. We're gonna share about it soon. Yeah,
yeah,
I hope it's gonna be having tuneful sounds. Yeah,
yeah,
and
Definitely, definitely.
yeah, and I hope everyone is going to get something from it because I don't like people that listen to music just for the sake of listening to it, or just like I know my Bogie Nova is making music, so I just have to listen to it and comment. But at the end of the day, I found myself not getting anything. They should not pass from here and go here. We are trying to
yeah,
get things on the table so we all eat together. So when it comes out, let everyone have that their own moment with it. Yeah, and do whatever you feel like.
yes, yes, definitely. So,
Yeah.
Nora, what can we
Mm.
really expect from you this coming months or this coming year?
Um, well, just to be specific,
Mhm.
like the project I'm working on right now is my main project, like my life project. This is I call it street poetry.
Yeah,
To be honest,
Mm,
it's still a long way from being completed, cause
mhm,
then this past December, this past holiday, I've been
mhm.
going to studio just to find myself as an artist, just to find how I sound on different sounds. I was exploring like different beats, different vibes, and all that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ended up during my exploration, I ended up having like I think 7 dope songs, like
yeah,
including the Yummy remix that I just did, and a lot of songs, man. But actually, these songs are not part of the street poetry project. They are just songs that I was doing in studio to find myself and all that.
yeah. That's
Now,
actually
Mm.
I'm planning to give these songs to the people just as a gift or something, because street poetry is a project that has been planned for years, and I cannot just add songs like that out of the blue that came out of like experimental hits by coincidence. So hopefully I might drop these songs just for the people so they enjoy the music like I enjoy it, like I was enjoying myself in studio. That's
yeah,
basically it. But street
yeah,
poetry will come very soon.
yeah. So that's actually cool.
Mm,
Some ambitions right there. So I
mm,
recently just saw your song "No Lie" featuring Andixa Jetski. Can you tell us more about
mm,
the song?
mm.
Mm.
Actually, this song, shout out to my boy Andixa Jetski.
Yeah.
This is a boy who actually I knew Jennifer first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I met Andixa through Jennifer. They went to the same school. They used to rap together and all that.
Yeah.
And so when I recruited Jennifer to Toxic Verse, I also ended up recruiting Andixa, because then he was. I felt like I was dividing them or something. So I just brought them to the Empire to be one again. And
Yeah.
then I mean, Andixa gives me like this beautiful vibes. He really does it well on the mic. He spits like the modern hip hop, like how the kids are spitting nowadays. That's why I like him. And
Yeah.
well, the song it came about. We actually recorded it back then during the Black Lives Matter protest. George Floyd, when George Floyd was, you know, and yeah, we just kept it there. We felt like we needed a perfect time to drop it. And
Yes.
since the issue of racism is a continuing issue, you cannot just say no. The Black Lives Matter protest is over, so I'm not dropping. I just had to drop it because the issue of racism is still amongst us. It's still everywhere. That's why I
Yes.
felt like it was relevant just to drop it anytime.
Mm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So moving on, I again recently saw your feature on KSP's album, new album. So
Mm,
I want
mm.
you to tell us how you guys came up with this song and how it is for you to work with him.
Mm. Mm. Actually, KSP is my high school classmate. I saw him actually come from nothing. I saw him
Mm.
start writing raps like from scratch,
Yeah.
and as we speak today, he has an album, a project, a whole project out. That's one thing that inspires me to work with the boy the most. And actually, for the song, he had the whole album complete, but then I felt like he felt like he needed the one feature, and that was for me
Yeah.
since yeah we've been working together for a while. Actually, I have songs with him that are mine, but he doesn't have song. He didn't
Mm.
have a song with me that are his. So yeah,
Okay.
he called me on the beautiful beat, and I mean it was a beautiful. I love the song. I like play it every day. It's one of my favorite songs. On the project, I
Yeah.
love Grace. I think that's track number two,
Yeah.
and Destiny. That's track number one, and then our song with him, which is Watanganana. I love it. It's a beautiful sound. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually cool. So okay guys,
Mm,
we are
mm,
in a world where the youth are actually starting to lose their ways, guys. People are people are doing some
mm,
things that you don't even expect, especially relationship wise. People are committing crimes each and every day. So what
mm, mm.
views on these things that are happening now? What do you think is the cause, and how do you think the people can actually deal with this? And yeah,
Uh,
Okay.
if I am to talk
Okay, no
about
stress.
the youth,
yeah, mm,
oh sorry, I thought that was for me, man. Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah, it
if I'm
is.
to talk about
Yeah,
the
it's
youth,
for
because
you.
this question
Go
touched
go
me
first.
actually. That's why I jumped on it. It touched me. If I'm to
Yeah,
talk about the youth, we are living in a world of crisis whereby they have gone astray.
yes,
I know, let me not say they. Let me say the youth has gone astray, just because of the type of world we found ourselves living in. Too much
yeah,
temptation, and too many things coming up all happen here, technology, social media. You see, it's a tough battle for you just to know who you are. You know,
yeah,
if you listen to Bogie Nova's bars in self-discipline, you're gonna hear it more. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. It's Joe No
yeah,
Stress. Since I cannot share everything here, go check out
yeah,
the album. You can easily get what we are trying to talk about here. It's a matter
yeah,
of being honest to yourself, and
mm-hmm.
and then you have to be honest to God, because even if you
Yes,
don't, you try to cut out him from everything you talk about, at the end of the day is your creator, so you still have to end up finding yourself talking to him when you are alone. So
mm-hmm.
try by all means to be transparent, be honest
Yeah.
to yourself, be real. that's
So
that's that's why we say discipline yourself.
yeah, so before I pass
Mm.
this question on to Nova, I have a question for No Stress once again. Like, okay, we don't have him now, so let's pass the question to Nova
Mm.
while Stress finds his way
Mm.
back onto the live stream. So, what are your thoughts on
Mm.
the youth actions nowadays?
I feel like definitely we are on the wrong path. We are doing things that we aren't supposed to do. But
Yeah,
I feel like it's the time, and this is the I feel like it's the generation. What we are doing is nothing that was never foreseen. I mean, everything is clearly written in the books, and if you read the Bible and all that, I mean, yeah, if you are a youth and you want to stay on the safe side, just limit yourself from what the world is doing, and you will be
yes,
safe. But basically, I feel like I'm no one to really say whether what they are doing is right or wrong. I feel like it's the time, it's the
yeah,
generation we are in. So yeah.
yes. Okay, so check, guys.
Mm.
So it's this thing. I know that many people have different opinions on things and all that and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But what
Mm-hmm.
I really encourage people to do, usually every time anyone asks me for maybe advice or whatever they want to do, I always tell a person that first of all, you should focus on yourself so that you can actually make a difference you can actually make a difference in society and a difference among the other people. So it's not that
Mm.
people are bad or anything like that, but
Mm.
everyone is at some point tempted and does something wrong. So that's totally natural for someone to take
Mm. Mm.
the wrong path at the wrong time.
Mm.
So yeah, since Nostress still can find his way here, we're still going to continue with your
Mm.
questions. So what do you really think about? Yeah, there is. What do you really think about the industry at large, the music industry at large, and maybe specifically Namibia? You can maybe talk about Namibia because it's kind of closer to you. Okay, let me just.
Mm. Okay, well, I have a lot of views on the industry at large,
Yeah. Mhm.
but all I can say is that when you are starting this journey,
Yeah.
you should know your ways. You should just be you, keep your morals, because this journey is tough. You meet a lot of people, you meet a lot of things, and the only way
Mhm.
you can, one thing I know is that as an upcoming artist who's pushing every day, success is
Yeah.
guaranteed for you at the end of the day if you are really working hard.
Yes.
But what really matters the most is how you create your success.
Yes.
Whether you're gonna make it to the top with a
Yeah.
lot of broken bones behind you, or whether
Yeah.
you're gonna make it to the top
Mm.
while keeping your roots and keeping who you are.
Yes.
So basically, you as an upcoming artist, you should take this opportunity, and you should be more cautious about this time rather than being focused to when you make it. This is the important time of your
Yes.
career. The
I know.
struggle, there is a lot of beauty in the struggle, so you have to appreciate every single struggle you go through. This is the basis of everything. If I'm to say,
Yes.
yeah,
Definitely.
just be you, man. Mm,
No stress while you were gone for a little bit. I know that there are many things. This life is tough. So yeah. So the question that we
Yeah,
are
that's
discussing, our discussion here is about the music industry. Maybe you can go
mm,
broad, like for the whole music industry, because I know, yeah, you are kind of involved in almost everything. Yeah, and you can also just narrow it down to your local music and local entertainment. So, what are your thoughts on this music industry nowadays?
um, what can I say about this? I mean, the music industry is let me say it's a let me say it's a career. If
Yeah,
if you feel like you are gonna make something out of it, yeah, because
yeah,
some choose music with different types of views. Somebody wants to go put bread on the table. Some just wants to have fun. Somebody just wants to experience that studio session. That live. How does it feel to sing on a mic? I mean,
mm,
I always sing in the showers. I
mm,
always
mm,
sing everywhere. But how does it feel? But then, like my brother said, definitely, we are not here to say who's wrong and who's not, or who's right and who's wrong, but you should know yourself. Ask yourself those questions. You know what you do, man. I mean, this type of social media life, or the ones that you present yourself in the public, that's not who you are. You are who you are when you are alone. That's the time you should meditate about yourself. That how am I gonna
mm,
get
mm.
there? What do I need to get there?
yes,
And which
yes.
type of people do I have to surround myself? So
Okay, just
try
to
by
stop
all
you,
means
let me stop
to
you. I'm sorry
mm,
for disturbing you, but it seems like
mm.
we are actually receiving more viewers now. Welcome, guys, to the
Now.
stream. Yeah, I know that.
Mm,
So, welcome, guys. We are really sorry that we didn't share the link on time. If you didn't get the link on time, but here we are. We still have a lot more to cover. So you guys are welcome. Join us, and here we are. So continue. I'm so sorry.
Mm,
You
mm.
were talking about your thoughts on the music industry and all that.
mm. Can you just give me a few minutes? I mean seconds.
Yeah, I hope it's nothing serious on that side.
Yeah, hopefully,
I was trying to
hopefully.
share the link, but then yeah, I didn't go through. So I'm back. I was trying to say that is whether you are a singer
Yeah,
list or a musician, right? Whatever type of genre you do, whatever type of style you have,
yeah,
you should ask yourself that how am I gonna be able to withstand the pressure when I get there to the top? Because everyone is trying to get to the top, right? But you should never forget what type of pressure you can get there. You
yeah,
might have
Mm,
people to
mm,
help you
mm.
get to the top, but at the end of the day, are you sure you're gonna have enough people to help you stand in your position? And we should know that when you are rising, there's
Mm.
always that type of possibility of falling, So
Yeah.
if you try disciplining yourself,
Yeah.
if you try getting self-discipline into
Mm.
you, it's one of your considerations. You meditate upon yourself.
Yeah.
You should always tell yourself that if I fall, I bounce back 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10
In,
times
in life,
stronger.
there are ups and downs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
10
true.
times
Mm,
strong. I should get back there and conquer. That's the thing. Yeah, you get it right there.
mm,
You should
Yeah.
get back there. When you fall down, get on your feet and try by all means to win your race. Because in life, we are on, we are running. We are running because every day you always wake up and get on your feet in your
mm,
dreams,
mm,
physically or spiritually.
mm,
You are
mm,
still there. You are doing something. You have something to do. So you are running, chasing your dream.
Mm.
That's
mm,
why I said win your race
mm.
in track number 2, the hit
Yeah.
song. The hit song. I hope
Yes.
everyone that listened to it enjoyed it. Mm, I'm trying
Dope
to
song,
share
dope
facts
song.
there. So I hope that, yeah, you should listen to it. It's
So
gonna give you more motives on it. So try, when you get something
Mm,
inside you, try to meditate upon yourselves. That's how you are going to make it. Because I cannot really share my tactics. We all have our own strategies. I believe in
yes.
prayer. Some people believe in working hard, but you can mix them together. You're gonna have something big. You can
Yes.
bring in destiny helpers. I'm talking about friends. Surround yourself with the right people and people that are above you that
mm,
have done it before. And that is how
Yes.
you are going to help yourself. And don't forget, do not forget, do not forget your creator. You can forget our names, but don't forget your creator. He's the one
every
that's
day,
going to
every
help
day.
you. So every day. Get down on your knees, pray that prayer. It can be one simple prayer. Lord, help me succeed. It's a big prayer like that. So
Actually,
empower yourself by all means. It
while we are
takes
still on
it.
the topic of prayers, I learned something. I think the other day. I think 2 days ago or maybe yesterday. I'm not
Mm,
sure. I was just scrolling through my feed on I think Instagram or something like that. I don't know. So I read someone's post and it said that there's nothing too big to pray for. Everything God can do for you, and there's nothing too small to pray for.
Mm,
If you feel the
most
need,
definitely.
mm,
if you feel the need to go ahead and ask wisdom from someone who is way higher than you, which would be your creator, because he knows you from birth and he knows you from death. So you have to
mm,
pray, no matter how
Mm,
small and no matter how big your issue is. So that's how it goes. And while we're still on that topic, I'd like you wait. You had I saw you earlier in the stream. You had a CD. So how much
mm.
are those for now?
Uh, for the Discipline Life CD, I got a
Yeah.
few copies in here. Yeah, you can contact me if you need one. The CD is going for 70 bucks. 70 bucks. And let
Yeah.
me just share a point there. 70 bucks doesn't mean that it's cheap or quality stuff here. We got big things here. It's a big message. I was just the one that brought it on the table. I sang. It was my voice, but it was not my voice. Definitely, obviously something that inspired me to do this. And what inspired me
mm,
was my creator. we all
Yeah.
we all have that walk with our creator. Whether you are no more walking with him, you were on the walk. Try
Yeah.
getting back anyhow. Yeah, so this is going for 70 bucks, guys. You can dial me at 0817527 639. I'll be available. I'll
Yes.
really appreciate you, because that way you'll be helping us rise to the top. Definitely, you wanna hear new sounds.
Yeah.
We are gonna try by all means to
Yeah.
keep them real as possible. Though we don't go out of the way, we are gonna keep them real as possible, so we make you smile at the end of the day. So stay around and help support the local, guys. Support the local. This is what
Yes.
we are here for.
mm,
So guys, that's actually really affordable and it's an amount that's good for its quality. So let me relate these guys for now, and let me talk to the people who are watching, guys. So some of you, when we shared the link earlier, I mean shared the pictures earlier, they were circulating on social media. Some of the people didn't really know what Friday features is. I think that's all my fault. I didn't really explain it well, but obviously it's not a song. Some people thought I was being named Friday, and I was featuring Bogie Nova Jo Nostress. No, guys,
Such
it's not
things.
a song. It's actually this a series of live streams that I'll be having on my channel. We are going to have different
Yeah.
guests, and hopefully we can get a larger audience so that we can share more information and share what we our thoughts with the people. And the thing about this thing, the good thing is you don't have to take our thoughts if you don't like them, but we are just contributing to having just to have a discussion and have that opening up towards the public. And yeah, so that's
Mm,
uh,
mm.
actually what Friday features. It's called Friday features because I'm featuring some guests on my channel, obviously, and then it will be on a Friday. If you see this on a Sunday or a Saturday, obviously that's fake and it's a fake channel. Don't even mind. Okay, so since we are done with that a bit, so I want to ask a question to Nova here. So how what did I really look at me being even forgetful? I'm only 19 years old. So how do you think your
Yeah.
music is going to affect the youth? And do you think that someone will actually listen to your music and take something out of it?
um, Actually, I think a lot of people take something from my music,
Yeah,
because if I categorize myself as a political rapper.
yeah.
If I'm not tripping about something that's fun, out of my
Hmm.
fun zone, I come to real stuff like politics. Like actually, it's kind of a lot of political songs, but I have them. I'm gonna drop them with time. But actually,
Yeah.
in the future, I feel like that will be home for me. Like the
Mm.
political section, that's where I am defined at as a rapper.
Yes. Okay.
Mm,
So while we are still on your music, I
mm,
again I don't know how many times I'm going to say it this time, but we saw that you
mm-hmm.
recently collaborated with KSP, and I was wondering, can we be able to reach him like right now? Is he available? Because he just told
Actually, he just texted me right. He texted me right now. He said he's unavailable. He's at the village. The network is
uh,
kind of weak there, so probably we'll be expecting him next Friday.
yeah, okay. So I feel like
Mm,
I want to talk to KSP because he recently just released his debut album, which is really good, and I feel really good
mm,
for the guy.
mm,
So we might be having
mm,
him
mm,
one of the Fridays. You don't know. You don't really know what the
mm,
future holds for us. So yeah,
Mm, mm.
definitely. Mm,
and while we are in this lockdown and not really lockdown, but this pandemic, we have many things going on.
mm-hmm,
New presidents, elections. We've had how many? I think the whole year of 2020 was full of elections, Namibian elections, American elections, maybe
mm,
Chinese elections too. I don't know, but we definitely had
mm,
going on. We had new people getting into the parliament and some people being made mayors of big cities. I don't know. So, what do you guys really think? Do you guys really think that some things will change? And what do you guys think about these new changes, these new rapid changes that are coming to the world, and we are starting to actually live a life which is not really normal and which is not ordinary. So, what are your thoughts on that?
mm.
Uh, Talking about the changes, that's like everyday talk nowadays. Everyone is talking about the changes because, literally everything is changing. The way we live is changing. Even the way we think, everything is changing. So this
Yes.
is the time you have to find yourself. That's why we are talking about discipline life. Discipline life,
Yeah.
as the title itself, not without the content. The title itself is not definitely saying, we're not trying to tell you that get on the gospel. We are trying to tell you that you should discipline yourself any way that you find yourself like you are satisfied. It's
Mm-hmm.
get to that point whereby you feel like, yo, even though I'm not enough, I'm thinking God, I came to this place. You can now adapt to the changes. Now you really feel the world. You see, you really feel the accidents crashing around you, but you're like, yo, okay, I feel like I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm okay. I feel like you should find the hope in you. But I cannot talk about any other hopes. We have different types of sources of powers and all that. But try by all means to make God your creator. You should make him your source of power, your source of strength. You see, this cover was let me say it was created by my G Bogie Nova. And
Oh,
this picture, if you take a look at this picture on there, it's a little child. The
yeah.
Bible says you are the children of God. So that's a little child trying to dig in the word, trying to read the Bible. He's trying.
Yes.
So yeah, everybody should try to do that because you're gonna be happy. Trust me, you're gonna be happy. I've experienced it. That's it. So adapt to the changes and always tell yourself everything will be okay only if you are working on yourself. Because if you don't know what the future beholds, each and every day you expect anything. And if you are not working on yourself, how are you going to know that anything that's coming, you are ready for it? So you should be ready for anything.
Mm,
You should be ready for
Yes.
anything. And just know,
mm,
whoever is president, that's one thing I tell myself. Because whoever is president, Jesus is king. Cause yeah, you have to pull up politics and spiritual things together. They correspond because they,
Mm-hmm.
they 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 like work together. If you understand them very well,
mm,
yeah, you should
Yes.
know that you should try to relate with a political mind what's happening in the world, because this is the government on the world, right, on earth. This is the government. You should know what's happening. You should know what's happening. You should update yourself. Now you should also know about
mm,
the government that's in heaven, right? So if you can withstand the pressure on earth, it means you can withstand the pressure in heaven, right? So you should try by all means to be disciplined. Your morals are okay. Let me use the word okay.
Yeah.
Try to be okay. And talking about talking about those changes, right? If
Yeah.
you wanna understand them, try by all means to listen to your inner voice, not to different people around you. People are deceiving people.
Yeah.
Everyone is coming up with their own news. Who would die today and you don't know? So you get scared. What? You hear
Yeah.
something, yeah, you get scared, and then you just you share out of the blue, and you even find out when you get the results, you get the truth, you even find out telling yourself that, oh my God, I just fooled myself again. So try by all
Yeah.
means to look at some of the news and
That's true.
just look at it and ignore, right?
Yeah.
Be in your own way. Try to test everything that's coming through any media, especially the media. We are now surviving on the media to find out what's going on. Try testing if
Yes.
it's true. Does this sound real? I also
Yeah.
fall in that as a victim in some of those informations. It comes up and I'm like, yo, this seems real, and now I just get naive. I don't know what
Yeah.
to do. Then I
Yes.
always get to tell myself that whatever is happening in the world, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, ever since I was young, there's been hope being preached around there. I didn't pay attention to it, but now it's kicking in. I'm starting to find out that, and I know now that Jesus is king. If you
yeah,
if you put all your troubles in him, if you tell him everything you have, it doesn't mean you should get down and go like hallelujah and all that. That is praising is right, but I'm telling you to work on yourself. Tell him your problems. What do you need? Don't go to him and start talking too many unnecessary stuff. I know you have to pray for the sick. You have to pray
yes,
for everybody to get well and all that, but are you well?
yeah,
Because you don't give your medicine to someone that's dying and you are also dying and you're like, yo, just take my medicine and I sacrifice myself for you. Yes, you can, but I only know the man Jesus that died for all the nations. You're not here to die for people. You are here
yes,
to reach your destiny. And that's why you should know, you should work on yourself, whatever way. Try to be disciplined.
yes. So, passing on
Mm.
this same question again to Bogie Nova, like what are really your views on these rapid changes that are occurring right now, and do you think that they will be a challenge to most of the people, or do you think they'll just come and go?
As I said earlier before,
Mm,
okay, actually, I feel like my brother No Stress said it all. So I'm
yeah,
just gonna add a little bit that it's the time. I mean, we the changes we are definitely gonna cope with them. We are definitely. It's not like we are gonna die
Mm.
all of us or something. So let's just stay
Mm.
strong. Do whatever makes you stay alive. Just don't die. That's my
Yeah.
advice.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, we have to be honest with the viewers. We didn't really think that the live stream was going to be this long because, first of all, we didn't know if the hardware and software that we had at hand was going to work. Because this is the first time I'm hosting this, and obviously, in my opinion, I'd say that I've done a really good job. Uh, thank you.
um,
Mm.
Thank you, Marilo. So, but guys, we know that both of you are rappers, but we don't
Yeah.
really know if you guys can rap. We don't even know if it was you guys who recorded these songs. Maybe you're
mm.
just claiming something you haven't done. As Joe Nostress
Wow,
said that
wow.
today, these days, there are many deceivers and many wolves in sheep's clothing. So
Mm.
maybe you could just throw us maybe 8, 16 bars. I don't know. You can take it to 100 if you have, but just give us a little piece of what you have.
Mm.
Yeah. So maybe we can go. Who wants to go first? Who really wants to go first? Who really wants to start it off? Or maybe do you prefer me to start it off for you guys?
Yeah, I feel like you should. And
Yeah,
while
man,
while
start it
while
off.
you feed us with some bars there, let me try getting back. Give me some seconds.
Cool,
Let
cool,
me
cool,
answer
cool.
this calling.
So, guys,
Yeah, let
this
me answer this
actually
calling.
out of my plan. I wasn't supposed to be doing this. It's them because I'm not the rapper here. I'm just the host, and Sam does everything.
Mm.
Guys. If I do everything, I must be able to rap. I
Yeah, you
must be.
must be able to spit some bars too.
Let me not get too arrogant. Some people are gonna get on your nerves and they'll be like, "Oh no, he just said he can rap and he can't even throw some 16 bars." So if you guys
Mm.
can count bars, maybe you can count the bars for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. We're not using any beats today because yeah. Let me go. Let me go. Okay, listen.
Mm.
Okay, go. Listen. I'm just go. When I was a kid, a little baby, I was different. Never used to beg for candy. All that lie was a that bedtime story because I was involved in poetry. I was 7. I was
Mm.
in school. My passion grew. Never had a crew. Started all alone. Besides the microphone, it was sad. I had to flip the cards. Now let me
Mm.
go ahead. Let me spit out the lyrics.
Mm.
Hear the music. Boost the remix. Let me boost you up with a little bit of physics. This is my story.
Mm.
Now I'm 19 and Nova Net sensation. I'm still invested, but I'm starting echo. I'm
Woo!
still the newbie, but
Bars.
I'm Mr. Do Good. But I'm Mr. Do Good. Hey, now listen, I'm doing it
Mm.
now. And
Mm.
with the modesty, talking the truth. Talk about honest opinion, no. Focus on history will never be any. Talking infinity, Aroma Koyana, Neke, you talking from
Yeah.
dusk to dawn, running the streets, cause now and then, king of the streets, master the beats. I got him higher, the Bogie, the beats. I got him currently doing the thing. What do I need for my life to begin? Life to begin. What do I need for my life to begin?
Yeah.
Yeah, life to begin. I got my running girls from by my side. What do I need for my life to begin? Okay, so guys,
Yeah,
that's just
man.
a
Yeah.
little sample just to start it off, just to
No,
break the
no,
ice.
Yeah.
we really felt it, man. Like you nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. I didn't know you are this good because I knew you. Sam does everything right. The name says it all. But I never
Yeah,
knew you were this hot on the bus. I thought you were more
yeah,
focused
yeah,
on the
Mm.
bro.
visuals, the media channel. So I feel like if you can give me
Yeah,
a bit, I can try what I can. I mean, I can. Yeah, I can do something.
yeah.
I'll just try my best and try to listen to myself.
Okay, so guys, the live stream is back up. We
Let me
were we
just
were
close.
out
Let
for
me
a
just
little.
close the book and put it here.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't know if some people already went, but the live stream is kind of back up. I do not know if we still have people in the comments down there, but there were so many people. Thank you guys for contributing in the comments. Thank you guys for liking the video. I know it wasn't too much of a thing, and most of the people didn't really expect it. So thank you guys for participating, especially in the comments. You guys totally killed it too. Uh, so we're just going to see where we are taking this, because these are the last minutes of the live stream, obviously. And yeah, we're just going to chat it away, to chop it up, and
Mr.
yeah,
Nova,
let's
Mr.
get a
Nova,
freestyle.
let me go get Mr. Nova. Where you
No,
at,
I'm
my
here, bro.
brother? I need
Okay,
you to
I'm
cool.
give me
here.
the energy. Yeah.
Okay,
Are you gonna give me a beat, Mr. Sam?
if you want a beat, I'll give it to you, bro.
Yeah, I want the beat. Because if you
If you
give
want
me
a
a
beat,
beat, that's
I'll
the
give
only
it to you.
time it's gonna be lit, and I'm gonna put this on repeat and try to keep it in my toolkit. And that's why when I put it on this table, that's when you're gonna know that God is able. I am not disabled
Yeah,
because I know that I am saved by the only Savior. No failure. I feel it. This is the patient that I do it for to preach the gospel to the nation.
yeah.
Mm,
So let's
yeah.
get it.
Mm.
You can
Is
just
that a
even
clean beat, my
freestyle
G?
the whole song. Yeah. Let me just restart it.
The
Is that
pace
a
is
clean beat?
the pace is not together. You can rap
Okay,
on a
cool.
beat.
I can okay. I cannot hear the beat very well. Is that a clean beat or you are playing them a song?
No, just do a cappella. You can rap on a
You
beat.
won't be able to hear it right now because there's some things in the background, but you can just go
Okay,
and
okay, play.
no, you
No, he
won't hear
cannot
it
play the
right
beat.
now.
Just rap a cappella.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, we don't
So
really have
I
a
take this
thing to do it
moment.
yet.
I take this moment. I take this moment to smile because I know when I start to rap, is the gospel in the vocals. Try your best to support the local because I know when I start saying my verse, I'm trying to do my best because my name is No Stress, so I don't flow like Drake. I don't do this thing like I'm fake. I do this thing from my heart, and that's what I take. I'm trying to share my part, and you just understand that if you concentrate, that's the only time I penetrate into you when you listen, and I trying to get something into you. I'm trying to do this from a distance, and that's why when I get close to the camera, I face it and I say I'm in the rapping booth, and when I'm spitting the truth, I got my bars, and it's a rap attack. I'm in the booth again doing this thing like it's a starter. I'm a beginner, but I'm just wanna say this that I am a winner. Win your race. That is the thing that we are gonna have to take it because we are the race. Don't be racist.
Yeah,
Fire,
yeah.
fire, 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 man, fire,
Mm.
fire.
Some
I'm
sick
really
freestyles
trying.
right there, printed on the spot,
Mm,
never written down.
Yeah, like I'm not
mm.
that much of an a cappella rapper, but I
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
had the beat, I'll be doing better than this. I didn't expect this.
I
I was
you,
actually expecting a beat,
you
but
did great. You did great. You did great, bro.
okay, thank you, my G.
Especially,
Mm.
I mean, like this not sway in the morning or something like that. So there's no pressure on you. This just
Mm.
it's just a simple thing that we are doing here, bro. Just trying to motivate each other to see what's
Mm.
happening. And obviously, guys,
Yeah, that.
we are really like separated in these situations. You see.
Mm.
So yeah, if Nova, if you have something for us, you can also go ahead and then we can see or listen.
Okay. Can't I speak next Friday?
Friday features.
Next
Yeah,
Friday. Sam does
yeah,
everything. Can I do it? Can I do it next Friday?
yeah.
Mm.
If you wanna do it next Friday, we'll be waiting for you, and then we can have some people out here again coming to
Mm.
watch Nova
Mm.
do it next Friday. It's no problem right there.
But let me give you a little bit of what I have, though.
Yeah, just give it to us.
Yeah, look at yourself as I look at myself. If you don't see my poverty, you don't see my wealth, man. You don't see my struggle. My whole life is a hustle. You don't realize I've got a Zula for survived. Motherfuckers
Mm.
living off the government, eating our money with everybody in the family. The cycle of corruption continues into the bloodstream, pass it to the children. Why they gotta do the complications in my life? I turn them into miracles. Propaganda, love, peace, man, I'm for the people. Zero to hero. That is what we here for. The motive of the rap, nigga, is that we are equal. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, we're equal.
That's
We're
it,
all
man.
Mm.
That's it,
equal.
man. We are all
So guys,
Mm.
equal. We are all equal. We are one. Mm.
We are
I would
one.
I would I would really like
Mm.
to wrap up the live stream right now. But to be honest,
Mm.
I feel like there's more to be said. Although we have said so much and we have covered many things, and
Mm.
as I said before, this is the first episode. It's more of like an experiment. We don't have a fixed time. Uh, we'll just
Yeah,
finish
experience.
when we want to finish, and when we feel like we are sleepy. Besides, it's a Friday. No one goes to sleep at 10. So I
Mm.
don't know if you are asleep right now. I don't know what's wrong with you, but yeah. So guys, once again, we are we are right here live and doing it in front of the people, having a real discussion, opening up on some topics. And if you don't know again what Friday features is, if you are new on the live stream, guys, it's not a song for the last time, and it's not an album either. It's just a little talk show, a little discussion that we
Mm.
can have as the youth, and yeah, maybe we can have some old people. For old people are wise, but specifically as the youth to come together and have these discussions about life, about how it's going, about our thoughts, and we are really separated in this thing. And this is the moment that we have to stick together as people, as the youth, as the world, as a country, a community. These are the moments where we have to work together mostly. I know that we have differences and we cannot put our differences as like I mean we can put our differences aside, but we cannot just ignore the fact that we have differences. We do have differences, that's true, and but that's something
Mm.
you have to embrace because God created you differently. You are a unique person, and everyone in the world knows that if only one person has this single fingerprint, you'll never find this fingerprint on anyone else. That's because we are different and we are unique and we are created to be different, but we are not created to hate each other. We are created to work together. So that's all I really want to say. That The idea of Friday features was actually to unite people as one and to come together, and and have normal conversations like we would have, but although this a little bit of pressure, but yeah, I didn't want to record this because I thought it would feel more ingenuine, like it would have a lot of editing. I like editing stuff, so I wanted this to be live so that it can feel that you guys, the viewers, can feel the originality, and we can also talk what's from the bottom of our hearts, not just something that we are making up. Okay, so that's what I have to say. If any of you guys have anything else to say, you can go ahead.
Mm. I got nothing much to say to the people. I mean, this is Sam Does
Yeah,
Everything channel. He's trying to keep it real, and we are here to help out. And you are one of the people that we need in here. As you have heard from him, we are one. We need one another to get this done. So try by all means to share the link of the channel to everybody else there, and that everybody may get may get the alert, because definitely we grow each and every day. I'm hoping next time the next episode is going to be fire, because we got new guests that are gonna come up. So I'm just saying, um, you have it there. Keep,
yeah,
stay around, and you're gonna get the best from us.
yeah. Thank you, bro. That's really good.
Mm.
Nova, if you have any words to say, any last words for the viewers.
Yeah, man, this was beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to come back to this show some other time in the future.
yeah,
Yeah, for the meanwhile, shout out to everyone that turned out. We really appreciate your support and everything. We
Yeah,
love
yes.
you all.
we do.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let me just wrap this up. Okay, so to the viewers who are still here, because I know some people have some things to do, like eat, maybe visit the toilet. I don't know. So, guys, if you're still here, we are, we are really sorry for sharing the link late today, but next episode, I assure you that it will be we will be more prepared and things like that. And shout out to Nova and No Stress. We can say that we created this together because we've been working on this for the past week, and I know that we all had some things to do personally, but we finally came up with the solution, and yeah, so thank you guys for
Mm-mm.
turning up. Thank you guys for clicking on that link, because that's all that you had to do. And if you want to come back again, you can catch us hopefully next Friday right here on this channel. Subscribe so that you are alerted next time we are having this Friday features. Next Friday, you should be expecting something really good again from us. And uh, just on another note, I might be uploading some videos over the weekend or next week. So look out for those videos. And thank you guys for all the people who subscribe to the channel. Uh, I think I'm now at 100 subscribers. So thank you guys. I started off 2020 with I think 78 or 80 subscribers. I don't know. Thank you guys for your subscription, for your support, and everyone who commented who was in the comments today. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for turning up. And it's been me, Sam, Bogie Nova, and Jo Nostress, and we are out. Okay, not really out, but we're trying to end the stream.
don't forget to smile,
It's a
guys.
work
Don't
in
forget to
progress, my
smile.
people. It's a work in progress.
Mm.
Mm,
It's
mm.
a work in progress.